Yo, what's going on, man? You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Bigger Sass, and this is another dope episode of Scope This, yo. I'm so excited, man. We're gonna have a really good friend of mine's come in today, man. Hip hop artist, dope guy. My friend Quiet Guns will be in the building, man. We're gonna chop it up with him in a few. Ex-Marine. Motherfucking sniper. This is my son. I love this dude, man. Really good guy, man. He's gonna be on the show, man. We're gonna chop it up with him. He's also Haitian, man. So we're gonna chop it up and talk a little bit about Haitian Flag Day. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all my Zoes out there. You know what I'm saying? And everybody I know, you know, Sapase. I don't want to say the rest of it because I want to fuck it up. But I got a lot of, you know, I actually do got a lot of friends from Haitian descent, and so salute to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Keep that going. I got my man Guns coming in, man. Good dude, hip-hop artist as well. So he's not only an ex-Marine, but he's a dope hip-hop artist as well, man. We're going to talk to him a little bit. We're going to chop it up. We're going to see what's good. We're going to talk about what's going on. You already know tomorrow is, you know, if you've been paying attention over the last couple of weeks, the NBA playoffs have been going on. Last week, I spoke about Becky Hammon having an opportunity to be the interview for the head coach of Milwaukee. Unfortunately, she didn't get the job. It's all good, though. They gave the job to somebody else. Supposedly, the GM felt like he was the right choice, and that's why he went with, I don't want to mess up his name, but it's Mike Bud and Zer. I don't want to chop it up any more worse than what it is, but salute to Becky Hammon. You didn't get a chance to rock and roll, and they didn't give you an opportunity to get it, but at least you interview, man, and that's some sort of forward progress, forward thinking with the NBA, man. And so you already know the last 4 teams are locked in. So I'm gonna talk to my man Quiet Guns a little bit about that because he played ball too. So, but I'm gonna give y'all a little view on what I've been paying attention to, because a lot of cats that know me don't really know that, like, because I'm really big on football. If you actually know me, I love the sport of football, and, you know, I look like a linebacker. But I love football, but I am really a big, heavy follower of the NBA, but only once the playoffs start. So over the last couple weeks, I've been enjoying myself because I'm like, yo, every day there's a game on. Everybody's fighting for their spot. This shit is dope. I love it. And then, you know, we gotten now to the Eastern Conference Finals, and we at the Western Conference Finals right now. So, you know, it's like now all the games are separated and they take mad long, and it's like, oh, man, yo. So I don't know if you out there, you know what I'm saying? You can hit us up on the Facebook at the Be Terrific page. You can also, you know, talk to me on Twitch at, I think it's Twitch TV/Be Terrific. Also, you can, you know, log on to BeTerrific.com, www.BeTerrific.com right now, or you can get the free app, y'all. It's a free app, and as soon as you go into live videos, it'll send us straight to what's going on right now, which is me, Bigger Sass. I'm here live. So the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals are Golden State and the Rockets, and obviously the Boston Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, I haven't brung up the debate of the century, obviously, with LeBron and Jordan. Like I said, I grew up in the NBA. I'm a Knicks fan. I am a Knicks fan till I die. I don't care if we suck. I don't care if it don't matter to me. I don't care. The Garden is still the Mecca. But these mother suckers ain't even in the playoffs. As not only we're not even talking Eastern Conference, they're not even in the playoffs. Playoffs, you already know. So, but they are picking number 9 in this New Year's draft. So maybe we might be able to get somebody out of the top 10. Hopefully they can help us out a little bit. But I haven't gotten into the debate of LeBron James and Michael Jordan because I'm part of the old school still, but I recognize and realize the new guys coming up, you know what I'm saying? And LeBron James is in that he's getting a little bit older as a player, so he's getting into that range of, you know, the GOAT conversation. And you know, everyone has their own opinion. I'm not going to really get too much into it. Me personally, it's not close. A lot of people have different opinions. A lot of people have different things. Me personally, I'm like, you know, me personally, he ain't close. And don't get it wrong. I am not the biggest Michael Jordan person. When he was playing, I hated Michael Jordan. All right? I hated Jordan because I'm a Knicks fan. And while he was shining, the Knicks couldn't get no shine. And now we got LeBron. So I can't be a LeBron fan because he's still in the East. And he's, you know, he's you guys Michael Jordan, man. So he's still stopping my Knicks from fucking, even though it ain't his fault. We suck anyway. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? At least Jordan was, the teams that was fighting against Jordan, we made it to the playoffs. So we had a battle against Jordan, but this generation, they ain't even have to, you know, last 10 years, it's just been a little bit horrible, and it's all right. So I still love the playoffs, though, and I still watch. Right now at this point, you got, obviously, if you know, obviously you know what's happening, but I'm talking about today because the game is actually tomorrow, game 3. But the Celtics are up 2-0 on Cleveland. Everyone is getting a little nervous because the king is the king and the people aren't playing to their biggest strengths. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the guys aren't playing to their biggest strengths. I just realized the camera was on. That's kind of cool. They ain't playing to their biggest strengths, and they should. They definitely should. But don't sleep on Boston. A lot of these cats, they're not a big name team. Like, obviously, Kyrie Irving isn't playing. Obviously, Gordon Hayward isn't playing. They both out for the rest of the season. They both hurt. But they got some really good picks, and these guys have been playing. And salute to my man Al Horford, who said he still got it. Like, you guys think that just because, you know, kind of a journeyman, went from a couple teams. He found a good home in Boston, man. So it's going on right now. We're paying attention to what's going on now. I personally, I can't root for Boston because, again, I'm a New York fan. And, you know, we have our discrepancies with Boston. But I am running with Boston against Cleveland because, how should I put this? I'm going to sound like a hater. I'm going to sound like a hater, I already know. But, you know, to continue comforting me in the fact that I don't feel that, you know, LeBron James, if he gets an extra ring, if he was to get another ring, that would put him closer to actually having a conversation about the GOAT. And, you know, I kind of don't want to have that conversation yet. I kind of don't want to have that conversation yet. The Western Conference, though, it's the Warriors versus the Rockets. You know, it's tied up 1-1. And I had, all right, look. This is my thing with the Golden State Warriors. I actually like the team. I am not a person that's sitting here saying, oh, man, you know, these guys, yo, they got this super team and all of this, that. I'm not necessarily saying that they don't have a super team, but those, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, all of those guys worked their asses off to be considered superstars. They didn't come out of college like a LeBron James or Kevin Durant. You know, obviously LeBron James didn't even go to college, but coming out of high school with so much hype, he didn't come out like that. Kevin Durant, when he came out, we knew that this kid was coming out. We knew this kid was coming out of Texas. This kid was going to be a problem. He was very big. He was going to, you know, he's going to be very strong. We knew about these guys. Anthony Davis, we kind of already knew this guy was on his way. You know, they got that stuff. With Steph Curry, with Klay, with Draymond, those guys made their impacts in the NBA as spending time in the NBA. And that's why I don't consider them a super team. You know, people like, oh, you know, they won 73. Yeah, but they won 73 because they kicked ass as a team, as a unit. These people, like I said, Draymond Green came out of Michigan. He was picked, I don't know somewhere, I don't know where he was picked, but like I said, these guys weren't high draft picks. These wasn't guys that people were consistently talking about. We knew that Klay Thompson had a shot. We also knew that Steph Curry dad was in the league and he, came from that. But he also knew that his ankles were shot the first 4 years. So nobody even cared about this dude. You know what I'm saying? So personally, I don't think y'all should be sitting here calling them a super team. They worked their butts off to become stars, become all-stars, or become superstars in the NBA. They didn't come already here with the superstar tag following them. You know what I'm saying? But the series is tied 1-1, and game one, the Warriors looked like the Warriors. Game two, the Warriors did not look like the Warriors. A lot of people gave credit to Rockets and Houston, obviously, with James Harden and Chris Paul and Clint Capella and all these other guys, and Trevor Ariza, and obviously, the homie Eric Bledsoe. Excuse me, totally wrong dude. I'm about to do what homeboy did. Nope. Forget it. The rest of the team, though, you know what I'm saying? And they doing good. So we got those guys rocking. And I like I said, I'm not a hater of the Rockets. They had the best league, the best record this year. And I'm definitely not a hater of that. But I just feel like James Harden's going to end up winning the MVP, which is kind of cool, I guess. A little bit of acknowledgement. And I saw a video earlier. I'm not trying to sway off subject, but I seen a video earlier, and there's a lot of people, like I said, of course, there's plenty of LeBron lovers. There's plenty of people that love LeBron and see what's going on, and they love the fact that he's putting up these numbers. But I kind of feel like they're like, oh, why isn't he the MVP? Clear cut. He's got way more points, way more rebounds, and all of that. And you have to realize that the NBA gets kind of stagnant on certain things, and they kind of like trying to give the award to different people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I guess it's a little bit different when it comes to that. But I don't feel like the Rockets and the Warriors, that's actually looking like going to be a better series than the Boston Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm not too sure. At the end of the day, we don't know. But Boston did what they were supposed to do, which is protect home court. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's basically it. They protected home court and they did good, but they did good. And that's what I think is the difference. So I'm siding with Golden State and I'm siding with the Celtics. Me personally, that's the finals I want to see. According to, everybody, oh, you guys want to see that because you just want to see Golden State win another one. And it's like, I'm not mad if Golden State wins another one, to be honest. I can't, like I said, I'm a Knicks fan. And since my Knicks aren't in at all, I got to root for somebody, so don't be a hater. Just because I'm not mad at Golden State. Where was, they were an irrelevant NBA team for years. So that's the thing that pisses me off. People get mad when other people get shine. How you mad? Of course it's not the biggest. Man, my Knicks suck. We should be running, we should be going out there to get everybody so they could be the best team in the goddamn NBA and nobody could beat us. But that's not the case in point. It's not about getting people to play. It's the whole mindset. So, there's millionaires out there that are trying to do what they can do when it comes to this basketball, play their game. And, some stars would like to come and they would like the attraction, but I know that the media and all of that kind of stuff, and the owner, I'm not gonna talk too much shit about James Dolan, but there's obviously been things going on with him, and we just hired a new coach, so I'm hoping that maybe it goes the right way. But for right now, I would like to see that just to give those young boys in Boston a good opportunity to, experience the finals and get a chance to get that going in there. That's but what do people call it? There's tons of people that call it championship caliber, championship mentality or whatever. So, I think that would be a pretty solid matchup just because everyone's like, oh, who's going to hold Kevin Durant, this, that, and the third, and you just want him to beat, real quick. If LeBron James, look, man, to be honest, if LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers are there, I don't think they're going to fare any much better either, to be honest. Because, all right, you got clean. Hey, listen, I am, and I've never said this. Please, I've never sat here and said that he is not the greatest player of this generation. He is. He is. I'm not blind. I got glasses, but I ain't blind. You know what I'm saying? I understand that he is the king at this, in this realm. But to me, there's just so much things that makes Michael Jordan separated. Someone put out a meme the other day, and I don't want to, I don't want to condone violence or anything like that, but it was kind of funny. It was like, yo, listen, until someone gets shot over a pair of LeBrons, he's not considered the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that it's like, it's not that that's what I want. Like, I want people to be like, oh, go after LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Or, I'm not saying it like that. I don't want people to be, promoting violence, but it's true. Like, things have gotten done for this man's apparel. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what makes it a little bit more. And look, I'm sorry. You can find it on the TV. You can find it everywhere. I don't care. He don't shoot better than my son MJ, bro. Like, my son MJ shot winning all the time. I might be exaggerating just a little bit, un poquito. I don't think about it all the time. I'm not gonna say it the whole time, but but his shot is definitely ain't fucking with my son Mike. I'm sorry, I don't care. Anybody in the room, anybody want to ask? I don't care. his shot is definitely not as fluent as I would say. It's his shot is just. Was incredible. And I hated him then, don't get me wrong. I hated Mike when he played. I couldn't. I'm a Knicks fan, bro. We sucked down. But we were good then. We had a good team. And we had a squadron of people. And that's what also made me mad. Like, damn, it's Jordan and it's Pimpin and it's these other guys. But come on, a lot of people, oh, he had a better team. Who the fuck was Bill Cartwright, B? Huh? Who was Bill Whittington? They had the shittiest centers going up against some real hardcore centers. So yeah, you had Steve Kerr, but Steve Kerr wasn't shooting the lights out all day. You had certain people, but I'm just saying, man, I'm sorry, like. And I hated the Bulls, man, growing up. You know what I'm saying? I seen all them goddamn games, man. I grew up in the goddamn 90s. I seen all those damn games, man. I seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the ugly we've been having for a couple years now. I usually don't try to be Mr. Sportsman too much, but I do know when it comes to certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're tuning into the NBA playoffs, obviously tomorrow is Game 3, and I think Sunday is Game 3 for the Western Conference. I don't know. Me personally, like I said, I feel like it's been good so far. I don't think and people have asked if this is bad for the NBA. I'm not sure if it necessarily is because we've had our great teams before. There was the great Lakers teams. There was obviously the great Celtics teams. And I just don't feel like it's, obviously the Chicago teams. And I just don't feel like we should be mad at what's happening with what's going on today because the game is different. It is. It's completely different. Like, people get called out for like, somebody waved their hand and it was a technical foul. And it's like all of this, like, the game back in the days was much more physical and intense. So look, if you was to take LeBron James out of this era and put him in the early, late 80s, early 90s, would you think that he would be able to survive then? And if you was to take Michael Jordan out of the late 80s and the 90s and put him in today's NBA, which is even less physical. I call him the Jordan rules, to be honest. He's the reason why they got all little extra sensitive, but I think it would be reversed. I don't know. I'm not a goddamn genius, but I think If you was to take LeBron out now and put him in back then, he wouldn't be the superstar. Or, you know, he might still be great. I'm not saying he won't be. But I just don't think that, I think it would have been a much more harder debate then. But if you was to take Michael Jordan from then and put him now, I think he'd be busting ass too. I think he'd be the greatest mother sucker on this generation too. You know, that's the way I feel, because his game was built, his game is what the mirror image of everyone's damn near game now is his game. The finesse, the jumpers, the fadeaways, also we used to say that shit, you blowing that nigga Jordan, just foul. So a lot of them rules that these guys are playing under now were created because someone, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. And I'm a little biased because he was from Brooklyn. Times changed, you know, he moved up, nigga grew up somewhere else, but he started in Brooklyn. I don't know if that's actually true, but I lived in Brooklyn. I don't care what anyone say, you ain't gonna deny me on that one. But I don't know. So, but now in this conference finals, I don't know, like a lot of people feel like it's so much of a different game now. It's so much more like I said, it's more about finesse and it's not physical. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. They basically doing the same thing in the NFL. We're trying to like stay away from the super duper heavy action, you know what I'm saying? The hard hitting action, to try to be a little bit, to deal with more, I guess, with the finesse. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like, you know, a lot of things have changed over the last 20 years. Some for the good, some for the bad. But, you know, there's been a lot of, like, sensitivity going around. And that's cool. But it's been put up because we're more in tune with what's going on with the human body. You know what I'm saying? Like, the concussions and stuff. And don't get me wrong, we kind of still love to see, you know, the gladiators. And, you know, we kind of definitely still love that. So I guess that's the part of it. Because we still love boxing. We still love MMA. You know, we still love. So, you know, there's still some of us out there that be like, yo, punch that motherfucker. Get an elbow up. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, you do stuff like how J.R. Smith ended up pushing out Horford in game 2. And, it, you know, you got people all calling him dirty foul, dirty play. And it's true. It's true. That's not what you're supposed to do on the court. It's true. If this was the playgrounds, game probably would have been over. You know what I'm saying? If it was Brownsville, game probably wouldn't even started. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So if you know anything about Brownsville, you know what I'm saying? Brownsville, Brooklyn, man, salute. You already know, man. But I don't know, man. My boy Gunn should be coming in soon. You know what I'm saying? Expecting him in a little bit. I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, get into that, though, because, you know, at the same time I spoke about Becky Hammon, and I wanted to chop it up. I'm going to chop it up with him. I'm going to ask him, too. I'm going to ask him what he thinks. You know what I'm saying? We're going to definitely ask him what he thinks. I'm also going to talk to him a little bit about being a Marine and shit, because I feel like that's a dope, like, all right, I'm not really big on, you know, military things, but I've always said that if I was to try to be in the military, that's what I would have been. I would have tried to have been a Marine, or if I tried to have been a Navy SEAL. You know, like the most extreme stuff I would have tried to, you know, would have wanted to do. If I was going into that, I'd have been able to get into that. So we could talk to him a little bit about that. And he definitely got some good stories. But I don't know, man. At the end of the day, right now, there's a lot of stuff in this show that I got to change up. There's a lot of stuff in this show that I want to put together, and I want to make the show a little bit more tight-knit. You know what I'm saying? Because I could yap for like 3 hours, 4 hours. That's not the problem. Me yapping is not the problem. That I got that down packed. I got that in my pocket. But I want to start doing stuff like little segments of like, I don't know. I don't want to. you know, because I watch a lot of TV and I've been paying attention. I've been trying to watch a lot more of like talk TV so I can, you know, come up with ideas and things of how. And I was thinking about a segment like the dumbest shit I heard today. And I think that's kind of cool because it's stuff like I hear a lot of dumb stuff, right? And a couple weeks back, I had my boy Rad up here, and we was talking about the flat Earth theory. And to me, that stuff that falls under like dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because like we said it, common sense isn't common, and a lot of times you should be, you know, a little aware of your surroundings. So I want to do that. That's probably a segment that I'm going to end up having, incorporating into the show some way, somehow. Because I do hear a lot of dumb stuff. You know, and I not off the top of my head, I have a freaking example right now. Because I hear, like I said, all right, well, I can give you one. I can basically give you one. I work also in, I'm not going to say the service. Well, yeah, I work in the service industry. And one thing that I hear a lot, see, because I deal with food, I make food, I deal with food. I hear a lot of customers go, but I come here every day. All right. Now, let me tell you why that is, to me, dumb stuff. All right? I work here, lady. Or, man, I work here and I'm here every day. So if I don't know you, you don't know me. How the fuck you here every day? How you here every day? How you here every day? How you here every day? If I'm here every day and I don't know you. So to me, stuff like that, you feel me? Like that's to me considered dumb stuff. So I'm going to try to find, you know, I'm going to get on my trolling thing and start getting a little bit more into the trolling and figuring out ways of thinking, you know, putting in segments like that to the show, to add to the show, to make it a little bit more viable so we can start doing some extra stuff. You know, to make it a little bit more exciting. There's some stuff. I can talk about that. You know what I'm saying? It's such a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing about live TV, man. You, especially with me, see, because that's the thing. A lot of people want to have it that they want to have a little more scripted. They want to have a little bit more structure. And I'm not necessarily into all of that. Like, I know you're supposed to try to put things together. I do know that you got to have some structure. You got to have something there to work with. But I'm such a crazy motherfucker that I just keep going with what's going on. I just pay attention and I could just keep going and running circles all day around it. And that's why I feel like, you know, being unscripted is kind of cool because I can think on the fly. Being an MC, being an artist, you got to be thinking on your feet. You got to pay attention to what's going on. And, you know, you got to be aware of your surroundings. And sometimes you got to be able to move. Hold on. Maybe I need some water. No, I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. I don't know. The Carolina Panthers, I think they sold. I think they sold. I'm not too sure. But these NFL teams are selling for billions of dollars. And I think that I heard Diddy wanted to get a piece of it, or he had some people that was trying to do it. And it would have been kind of cool if it had been like, you know, a diversely owned football team. I guess, you know, but it would have been like 50 people, man. So I don't know, man. Like, order an operation, but I think they sold for like $2 billion or something, $2.2 billion, which is, numbers are crazy like that. All right, now I have no clue. I'm going to have a friend of mine come up on the show. She's a financial advisor. That's going to be coming up in the future, but I would like to know, like, how do you transfer shit like that? How you write? How you get your bank account information for $2.2 billion? Like, the bank ain't gonna look at you like, yo, my ninja. That, you know, you ain't gonna get none of this money. You know you ain't gonna be able to cash none of this out for at least 48 hours, B. Cause I definitely would love to know how does money like that get exchanged? That's gotta be crazy. Like, that's gotta be just crazy money to be, like, exchanged. Like, how do you exchange stuff like that? Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, baby. You know, closed mouth don't get fed. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I really didn't need it, but it's good anyway. But still, like, how do you... I might have to call up some of these folks I know that work in the banking joint, because I would love to, you know, I would really, like, you know, these contract negotiations, obviously, but is it like a deposit? Like, yo, you know, put $100 million up first, and, you know what I'm saying? And then we work out the rest. Cause that's a lot of money, man. And then, you know, like I said, to transfer it out. Like, even if don't get me wrong, if I'm a millionaire, obviously, if I can afford to buy this thing, if I can afford to buy a franchise, you know, obviously, you know all of that, but still, like, to sit there and be like to be the guy that sold the Panthers. To be like, yeah, transfer that 2.2. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of paper, bro. Like, and I'm just saying, all right, the revenue's gotta be crazy, right? Like, if you can afford to buy the team at $2.2 billion, like, they gotta be making like 4 or 5, right? Like, right? They gotta be making like $4 or $5 billion. I don't know. I don't think I would. You know, I love football to the max, but I don't know if even if I had the money, I don't know about owning a team, man. It's just weird for me, like, cause that shit. Come on, man. Being a fan, all right. Being a fan doesn't always work out with being the best businessman, especially in that aspect. Like, if you know you love this team, you're gonna try to make them be successful as much as possible, but at the same time, it's a lot of money you gotta put up there, man. So yeah, man, you already know, man. It's your boy Bigger Sass. We in here. This is Scope This. I've been talking about the Carolina Panthers, because that's a lot of money, $2.2 billion. But the Clippers sold for that much too. So is it that the NBA and the NFL, they make about the same money, these teams? I don't know. Was it the Clippers or was it the Rockets? I don't know. I think the Rockets was the ones that sold for $2 billion. Maybe I got it wrong. So it was, all right, so Clippers. It was the Clippers. Yeah, because what's his name? Homeboy from Microsoft. The other guy, not Bill Gates, right? The other guy. Yeah, Balmer, right? Bob, is it Bob or Bill? Or am I completely wrong? Oh, look, I was tall. See, Sassy, this is why I couldn't be, this couldn't be Scope Facts. I tell you. This shit could not be Scope Facts. I'm telling you, this could not be Scope Facts, because I'll be going. Yeah, Steve Ballmer. I bet, you know, he ain't gonna tell me. I don't know him. But still, like, how you transfer that kind of money? But that's a lot. I don't know, man. Like, technology's a motherfucker, man. Can you think about this guy? This guy is part of a company, and he has $2 billion to put up. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder, like I said, I don't know. I don't think that's money altogether. I think that's like equity and all of that good stuff. So, like I said, when I get my financial advisor homegirl in here, we're going to talk to her, because she's going to basically break down some stuff. I might have to come back to this show and figure that out, because, man, that's a lot. That's a lot of money to be, like, just exchanging hands. $2.2 billion, bro. Fuck, I hope Cam gonna get some of that money. Shit, he is getting some of that money. I hope there's some like extra incentives or something. You know what I'm saying? Because them boys, the Panthers, you know, they didn't do too good last year. They weren't a couple years back, man. They were in the Super Bowl and they were looking real strong out there, and in the NFC. And I don't know, you know, obviously injuries, because people, you know, Cam. He's like the LeBron. I'm not gonna say the LeBron James of football, but his size. I mean his size. Like, he's a big dude, man. So he be running a little bit extra. So I think he got hurt, and his shoulder wasn't that great last year. So I guess that's probably what it was. But that boy McCaffrey's a beast. Don't sleep on that boy McCaffrey, man. He's gonna have to get a little bit better with the running, but. That like running between the tackles, but he's definitely a beast. But salute to the Carolina Panthers, I guess, and a salute. Who bought him? Who bought him? Did I get the information? Who bought him? Who bought him? Did it say? Oh, excuse me. Jumping the gun. They about to be sold. See, if this shit was Scope Facts, I want to have a show. But yeah, so they're trying to be sold. Someone trying to buy them, or the price has been put up. We are worth $2.2 billion. So if you want this team, like I said though, there's got to be some extra stuff, and a lot of times it's got to be multiple buyers because of that. You know, that's a lot of money, bro. Billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. That's a lot of money, man. I'm not, you know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but I would love, like, I would love to be a fly in that wall. Is that his real name? Is his name, all right, David Tipper? As in, like, Tipper. As in Tipper. Oh, I was like, oh, bro, that's crazy. What's up? So David Tipper. I'm chopping that up. Well, supposedly he bought him. Salute to him. You got a great organization. Y'all definitely got a great fan base, man. The people down there in South Carolina, they support. You know, like I said though, like, I understand why he bought him. It's an investment for him. I get him. I get why he, you know, wanted to be in, but still, man, like the guy that sold them had to be like, is he gonna do anything else? Like, would you do anything else? That'd probably be the question I would like to ask y'all out there in TV land. Like, if you had an opportunity to get something like that, like some crazy amount of money, corporate money, fucking $2 billion or some shit like that, like, and you already have money. What else are you gonna do with that? Like, he obviously had money. He owned the team prior to that, so he had funds. Like, what are you gonna do with that? Like, besides the basics of, you know, leaving it to family or whatever, putting it up in more stocks. Obviously making more money. Because, see, that's the thing. That's one thing that people don't tell you about, too, with billionaires and millionaires. You have to spend a certain amount of money each month, man, to keep that, what is it called? Cost of living. Or, you know, people's cost of living. They have to have that, so, you know, that segues pretty nice into what I was going to talk to next, because I heard that Nas is having, salute to my homie Nas. He's obviously phenomenal hip hop artist from back in the days, and he took his money. He's dabbling in more of the side of the finances, and he's been doing pretty good. And I'm starting to hear now that him and Khalees are going again through some more legal issues, because I think she wants to get a little bit more out of what he's getting. And from what I heard, she's getting like $8,000 a month. And $8 grand a month is fucking awesome for me. Like, I could be killing off of that, but I don't think that's a lot of money when you've already been used to, you know, she was married to him, so she had money before she was a successful artist before they got married. So, you know, like $8,000 a month, like, I was hearing, you know, not too long ago, something about Jim Carrey had to give up, like, it was like $25,000 or something for his kids. So I don't know. I guess a spouse is different, but I don't know, like $8 grand a month. Man, that'll be like the best shit for me. That's over $100,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? But for her, I guess that's probably like light work. So maybe she needs more, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, me personally, I'm happy for Nas, you know what I'm saying? Because he's staying relevant. I guess he's not one of them guys that got into the game, made money, and now he's broke somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that's the road that a lot of artists, especially from back in the days, that they went down that road, you know what I'm saying? They ended up making a lot of money and they ended up not investing it really well. He ended up investing it in the right things, and now he's starting to make a little bit of extra money off of that. And Khalees wants a little bit more, and I'm not mad at her for that because, like I said, I know now I was like, what the fuck, bro? But it's true, bro. Like, 8,000. She probably spent Ninja. She probably spent 8,000. She's spending 8,000 on shoes, bro. Like, you know. I don't know. Is that number right? Is that number correct, man? She's just getting 8,000. I don't know, man. That's gotta be a little light. But obviously too. Don't get me wrong. The bank breaks all of that shit down from what the Ninja was making a year anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, but when they was getting divorced, they take that money of what he makes a year, and that's why where they came with that number. But I don't know. I don't know Khalees personally. I don't know her. But 8,000 might not be enough for her. That'll be awesome for me, man. Yeah, if anybody out there listening, tune in, you want to donate. Turn this shit into a telethon, man. Be like, yo, hit me up on my, you know, the GoFundMe. Biggest Sass. Make a fat ninja rich. Oh, man, I crack myself up sometimes, B, because, you know, a lot of people be like, yo, you ain't fat. And I'm like, yo, you ain't got a lot of me, bro. You ain't got a lot of me, man. I love, you know, I'm comfortable with my skin. But that's neither here nor there. I think Khalees need to get a little bit more money, though, Nas. I'm sorry. Maybe 12, bro. Just saying, maybe 12. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, making a little extra paper there. He ain't making $2.2 billion though. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Nas, shit, that's what I need to get. Where those numbers at, Knowledge? Break down monthly costs from $2.2 billion. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, man. Like, you can, like, off of just 1 month, you can live off of that interest. Because, I don't know. How much is that? I don't know. I'll get those numbers. Eventually, I'll get those numbers. And I'll probably bring it up on a future show. But, again, Nas, give her the money, bro. Don't beef. Fuck it. You know, it is what it is. Just start sending ninjas to her way so she can find that next guy. Get married and cut you off loose, bro. You and Nicki, y'all been chilling. Just saying. And I'm not gonna blame Nas, but I do think Nas had a little influence on her last 2 records that don't necessarily sound like today's trap music. So I don't want to blame him, because blaming him would be like it was bad. Actually, I think I'm happy that he had some of that influence to be like, yeah, girl, get back to the bars. I hope that's what he said. Yo, girl, you know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah, baby, come here. You know what you got to do? Get back to the bars. Crush them out there, man. But yeah, so prior to that though, whatever you're doing in the future, bro, as your future, finish up your pass. Make sure your pass is good. Make sure, you do what you gotta do. I know he probably like, what the fuck, dude? Get out of here, son. You ain't even. Yo, you telling me about finances? I'm broke. I ain't got no finances, B. But that's why I can sit up here and do this stuff, have this show. You know what I'm saying? Because, as they say, critics do more than, do way more talking than doing. Hey, I'm working my way though. I'm working my way to financial freedom. I'm working on my way. That's what I'm doing here. Chopping it up with you guys. I don't know, man. I guess Quiet, my homie Quiet Guns is taking a little longer than expected. But like I said, we're gonna get this done. You're not gonna mess around with me. We're gonna definitely get this done. But again, Nas need to give Khalees that money. $2.2 billion. I would definitely like to see how that shit gets transferred out. And I guess NBA playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Get your money up. Vegas is starting to let people well, it's not just Vegas, but a lot of sports is being allowed. We in Jersey, so I know sports betting is definitely, gambling is definitely something that goes on the internet in Jersey out here. That you could be online and play in the casinos and stuff like that. So that's kind of weird to me. In that gambling aspect, that people, each individual state get a chance to choose if they want to do it. They get a chance to find out if the revenues work for their state so they can try to get some stuff done. But I don't know how it doesn't, because, people were gambling before this. Somebody was getting paid before this. But, I don't know, like, with Vegas, though, what's funny is if you heard about the hockey team, the Golden Knights, they were, I don't know if the number is correct, but I think like a 500-1. Like, they were not supposed to be good this year. They weren't supposed to be good this year. So and right now they're in their conference finals. I don't know. I would want to say West, because Vegas is on the West Coast. So I would say the Western Conference Finals for the NHL, the Golden Knights are the Las Vegas team. So if they was to win the championship, it might break that Vegas bank. It might just break it, because that's what they were talking about. They were like, oh God, like if these guys actually do it, they might be like, that's like a crazy, like that might break the bank a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how many people went out there and put that bet on it. Beginning of the season, obviously it had to be in the beginning. You can't do it now. You're not going to get no money. But if you had that ticket, that's some Willy Wonka shit. That's some Willy Wonka golden ticket for the Golden Knights. Bing. I'm just saying, like, fuck it. Vegas is your fault. You ain't get your own team no credit. I thought these guys was gonna suck. That shit is funny to me, because it's like, maybe that should have been part of the dumbest shit I heard, because like, they ain't even give them a shot. And then they're in the conference finals now, and if they actually pull that shit off, B, I don't think it's going to be $2.2 billion, but yo, Vegas, y'all going to have to pay like you weigh, Vegas. That's crazy, bro. Like, that's just crazy. Like, they got to sit there and do that. Like, that's just wild to me right now, man, because it's like, like, you didn't give your team a shot. You didn't even sit there and give your team an opportunity. And now y'all might be getting up the butt because, yo, like, y'all put that bread up. Yo, man. So now I'm rooting for the Golden Knights. I don't even pay too much attention to hockey. I do watch the Stanley Cup Finals. Like, I said the same thing about the Final Four. It's a lot of stuff to worry about, a lot of stuff to focus on when it comes to these things. So I like to watch the playoffs. I don't really pay too much attention during the season. I just like the playoffs. So, at least I get my little daily sports input. It's just funny to me that the Vegas Knights are still in it, and they're actually leading. I think there's a game tonight. I'm not too sure, but they actually are still leading, and to me, that's kind of like, I'm kind of rooting for them, you know what I'm saying? Break that bank, Vegas. Obviously, it ain't a bunch of tickets, though. Obviously, people that bet and people that really actually do take those bets, they stay away from those because they don't, those are really long shots. Those are like super duper long shots. But you never know. There's definitely a couple tickets sold in that aspect, because I definitely know that there's some people that was, there's a fan somewhere in Vegas, a fanatic, was like, yo, we got a hockey team. I'm loving it. I'm going to support them from day one. They probably bought season tickets from day one, whether they knew this team was going to be good or not. They just supported, and they put that bet up, and, Vegas might be taking a little hit with now the fact that, the team makes it. But I don't know. Me personally, I'm not too big on sports betting, but now I heard that, I heard a couple days ago the government, right? The Supreme Court overruled it. So, and each individual state, from what I heard, is allowed to decide if they want to be a participant or not. But I just feel like if we're in if our economy isn't doing as great as it should be or whatever, and there's plenty of other avenues where we can make money for the state, then, I guess sports, I don't want to, be talking all crazy, because like I said, I'm not big on the sports betting and all of that stuff. And I know there's going to be some pissed off bookies out there for sure. There's going to definitely be some pissed off bookies out there, but it is what it is. But at the same time, that's what you get. You should have never betted against your home team, bro. So I'm rooting for the Golden Knights. I'm rooting for them to win it. Go Golden Knights. Maybe I might end up meeting one of those mother suckers that had that ticket. Golden Willy Wonka, baby. Because that shit right there is going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy. It's got to be. It's got to be. I don't care what anyone says. It's got to be. Because you can get no support from your team. Man, even my Knicks suck. And there's got to be some book. They're going to put a 500 to 1. I know it's an expansion team, and I guess that's what it was. It was an expansion team. So they were like, these guys aren't that great. They're not going to do that good. Little bit here, little bit there. We're going to see what's up. And they freaking look, and they kicked ass all season. So salute to them guys too. I don't know none of the guys' names, man. I wish I did, man. So I'll give you an extra shout out. But salute to the Vegas Golden Knights, man, because your city ain't give you no props. People didn't think you was gonna do anything, and you did exactly what you had to do. You guys made it to the finals, at least the finals, bro. Like, y'all were an expansion team. Y'all wasn't even expected to win any games, I guess, because they put y'all. It was 500 to 1. So it's like I said, it's a lot of money. And it's going to be amazing if they win. So I'm going to keep you guys posted, because the next couple of weeks, things are going to be going down for sure. But it's definitely going to be crazy. I do got my guest in the building, my brother, my homie, Quiet Guns. I've known this guy for at least 5 years now, at least 5-6 years now. And like I said, the dude's an ex-Marine, hip-hop artist. I'm not going to say ex-sniper. Because I know my son's skills are still sharp, so I'm not going to say ex. I'm not going to say that. But he's definitely representing his brand, military music, you know what I'm saying? And I also want to talk to him about that, because he basically got his official real start with the music through a military album that they had put out at one point, and had various artists on it. So I want to definitely talk to him about that, because that's, like I said, it's definitely two different that's two different walks of life at that point. One deals with major discipline, because my boy was a Marine. Get that right. Do not say anything less than Marine, because he worked his butt off for that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's official. And, you know, and like I said, though, it's two different walks of life. So when I first met him, I got a chance to meet him down in Miami, and this is when I was touring, and he was real genuine and real. And when I first started talking to him, like I spoke to him, and I was like, oh, that's what's up, da da da. And I didn't really pay too much mind to the fact that, like I said, he's ex-military and all of that stuff. It was just when I first met him, I was was chopping it up with my homegirl AD. God bless the dead. I love you, sis. And we was chopping it up, and he was, he came over. He gave me a shirt, a Quiet Gun shirt. And I'm a fat nigga, B. So blow him up a little bit. Gave me a little shirt. I still care. I don't care. I still wore that shit. I wore that shit at Miami Guns. So don't feel a certain kind of way, man. But he's definitely in the building, man. They're gonna bring him in right now, man. We're gonna chop it up and talk to him. We're gonna get into it a little bit about, some of the stuff I talked about earlier, and I'm also going to talk to him about his music and what he's doing now. He got a single out now that he's promoting. And like I said, he's been doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff, man. So I definitely want to talk to him about a lot of the stuff he's been doing. He's been working with a lot of artists as well. So whenever Guns is ready, B, whenever my homie Guns is ready, just walk on in, buddy. This is how we do it. This is different, Guns. This is different. Snoopy, Snipe in the building, Marine, my man, Quiet Guns, man, what's up? Man, all right, Guns, this is how we do it. This is TV, it's a little different. That's your camera right there. Oh, okay. So when you talking, you talk to the camera. At the same time, we got this one here, but you can see as well. Again, he's here. My man is also Haitian, so salute. Today is Haitian Flag Day.
We set this up at the right time.
At the right time, right, bro?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, yo, do you realize you just invited me here on May 18th? I'm like, what better platform? Like, what better time?
What better platform, like, man? What better time, man?
Set something up like that for me,
yo, man. Bro, and it wasn't, you know what, bro? At the same time, I realized it later, though. At first, I was just trying to book the dates. And then when I was like, oh, shit, he right. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of dope. My boy is of Haitian descent, you know what I'm saying? So he represented. Yeah, you got. I said it earlier and I didn't want to fuck it up, you know what I'm saying? But I know because I got plenty of friends that are Haitian as well. So at the same time, though, my boy Guns, he's son of Haiti. He represents where he's from. He what was dope is a couple years back, he actually, because I used to have these shades, right? And I still got shades though, but I used to have these shades that had a little, they represented a little bit more of the Bigger Sass as the artist. And I remember he went down to Haiti, he was vacationing, and he took a picture with them shits on. And I was like, yo, that's so official. Man, like he's at the beach with it's like 100 kids, man. And it was such a dope thing, man. So I'm happy you here, man. Yeah, and I want you to chop it in on me.
I took 3 shades out there with me. I was able to come back with 1. I had to fight to come back with it because everybody love them shades, man. Like, yo, them shades is cool.
Those is cool, right? Yeah, man, that's crazy.
My little cousins, man, they grab all of them shades,
man. Well, man, that's what's up, though, man. Listen, man, next time you go out there, give me a heads up. I'll give you a couple extra pairs, bro. You know what I'm saying? To go out there, support, you know what I'm saying? But, all right, now, my boy, he used to play ball. So we was talking about the NBA, what's going on in the NBA now, man. The finals and stuff. Where do you stand? Who you rolling with? Who you trying to take for this year?
Listen, man. Honestly, man, I'm not even really following up with NBA no more.
As much as possible.
Yeah, because I'll be honest with you. Golden State make me hate the NBA.
See, look, I was just talking about that though. I was just talking about that. Now I want to ask you why you feel that way.
Because, it's just not fair to everybody else. It's not as good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like before you get to the playoffs, you already know who's going to win. I mean, when you got a super team, a juggernaut like Golden State with all these super all-stars, and you know what I'm saying?
He's saying exactly what I was just saying, but I
used to play ball. You know what I'm saying? I believe in, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. You know, I mean, they doing it for the money, for the ring.
Yeah.
But
that's the thing, though, Guns. That's what I was talking about earlier. I don't feel like they're a super team, as you would say, right?
Well,
because of the fact that Clay, Steph, and Draymond, they bust their ass
Don't get me
to
wrong.
become superstars.
don't
They
get
didn't
me
come out of
wrong.
college.
True,
Now
true.
KD, we knew about him before he
yeah.
got to the league. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. That's why I give them their
I
props.
feel
But at the same time, I get what you're saying. When motherfuckers is hitting buckets, they hitting buckets, bro.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I
So-
haven't really been keeping up, to be honest.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But right now, I'm watching the Rockets, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
really
Rockets
think-
look they look solid, man. Look,
You know.
and my whole thing is that with the like I said with the Rockets, it's gonna be a way better series than I think the Boston and the
Oh,
Cleveland
yeah.
series.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
a lot of people already had counted out, the Celtics because they're going against the King,
You know,
bro.
I'm a Celtics fan. I'm
See?
an old school dude. KG, Ray Allen. You know what I'm saying? That big three, Paul Pierce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that was,
yeah.
You know what I mean? That was my team back
Yeah,
then. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I mean, I'm still a Celtics fan, more or less.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad
I mean,
at
I'm
that.
glad to see him. You know what I'm saying? Coming up. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, with the young guys, bro. And that's what I mean with the young guys, bro. Because the superstars
balling.
are hurt. They're not really, they're not really rocking right now, man. So
Super fact, man.
it's just crazy though, man. So at the same time, brother, I know you've had give people a little insight about you. You're obviously Quiet Guns, ex-Marine. Get it right. Get it right. But
We like to say former Marine. You know what I'm saying?
former.
I was
Because
one
ex
thing
is
in
a
the
little.
Marines. Yeah, you know, so they don't allow us to say ex-Marine. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Yeah,
Former
so
is
it's a
former is the
former
better
Marine,
word.
yeah,
Former.
Marine, 'cause
Former.
What we believe in is once a Marine, always a Marine.
Always a Marine.
You know what
That's
I'm
the
saying?
fact. That's a fact. But that's why I said. That's why I was like, yo, bro,
I heard you say that. I heard you say that when I was outside. I'm like, yeah.
don't get it wrong, man.
I was
It's
like,
serious.
yeah, me and him about to get into it.
Like don't do it, do not do it, man. Do not do it. But I wanted to ask you because obviously it's Haitian Flag Day, and you being former Marine, you do have to play.
But
Yeah,
on the same token, we also have our internal problems.
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah. Of
saying?
course.
You know, and Haiti's like so rich in history that a lot of people don't really know like the deep history of Haiti and what Haiti really
Exactly.
stands for. Like
Exactly.
to me, Haiti will always be sacred ground. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because some of the stuff that I mean, this flag was created in 1804. You know what I'm saying? And this literally used to be the colors of the French flag. You know,
Yeah, of
blue,
course.
white, red.
Yeah, blue, white, and red.
Right, and and when the slaves rebelled, and we took the French flag,
Yeah,
and we did our flag with it. So you know what I'm saying, we still kept the colors, and we just got rid of the slavery part. You know what I'm saying, and what the slaves did back then was, France was going to war with pretty much everybody.
Everybody.
Going to war with Spain,
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to war
of
with
course, of
England,
course, of
going
course.
to war with like the rest of the world. And when they were going at war, so what they did in Haiti was they had the slaves. They built a slave army, like a black army, right, to fight, the invaders.
to fight the invaders.
And and in return, we wanted our freedom. You know what I'm saying?
of course.
So everybody caught an L. So England came, we pushed them back. Everybody got their ass whooped. Spain came, got their ass whooped. You name it.
Yeah. They put in that work, and it was like, hold on.
Put in that work, and now it's time. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we want our freedom.
We got it.
And these motherfuckers want to go around and talk about, nah, y'all going back to slavery.
Yeah,
we was like, you know what, man? Listen, man, I mean, we've been fighting for so many years. Shit, we about to fight you now.
Hold on, man. What?
Like, listen, man, we used to fighting, man. Like, the fight continues. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that.
Nah, man, that's real, though,
that's
man.
how,
That's real.
That's how we got our independence, 1804. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, for every Haitian, I mean, that's going to always be a sacred, day, May 18th. You know what I'm saying? That's when we created the flag. And it didn't just stop right there. You know what I'm saying? After that, Haiti went like the, like the new Haitian country. Like, they sent troops. Well, we took over the DR side, which was occupied by Spain still. And, I still got love for my Dominicans. I have, you know what I'm saying, like families, family members that's like half and half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I have that discussion with people all the time as well. Like,
you know what I'm saying? So the Dominican side wanted to get away from Spain, but they couldn't fight Spain.
Yeah.
So what they did, they turned to the Haitian side,
And
who
said,
just
"Help
beat
us."
French and already beat Spain. Like, hey man, listen, we're gonna become Haitians just to get rid of, just to get away from these motherfuckers.
Yo, we're unified just so we can get rid of these
so
motherfuckers.
we did just that. We went over, took over, kicked Spain out of the whole island and took over. It became one country. But then again, what happened after that is now you have this, small nation, with a bunch of ex-slaves running around by themselves, like, what I'm saying, like free.
Yes.
And every other black people in the whole continent at that time was still slaves, except for these guys.
Yeah.
So we got isolated. And France came back and wanted us to pay for the damages
For kicking their ass.
for kicking their ass. You know what I'm saying? We got cornered to a point where either we go to war against, France again and end up losing, or we just pay whatever they ask for, so we stay free. So I mean, it was like freedom or death. Like, I mean, we got to pay to stay free. We just want to stay free. We don't want nobody,
That's a
above us.
fact, man. That's a fact,
You know
bro.
what I mean? We done paid them so much money, and it's worth like trillions of dollars now.
Of course. But that's what I was, that's basically at the end of the day, it's something that, like I was having a discussion not too long ago, and it's like, yo, remember, this was what was going on back in the days.
Yeah.
It was France, it was Spain, it was England.
word.
They was the ones that was out there, as
Yeah.
spreading. I don't want to use, because of Black Panther, I don't want to use, I don't want to use the word, you know what I'm saying? But they was out there, doing stuff,
Word,
but
word.
those are the three major players back then, you know what I'm
major
saying?
players, you know
So,
what I'm saying?
like you said, so that's kind of dope though, and I knew that before you got into the military, you had told me you had started rhyming prior to that, but
yeah.
it was something that you just used to do just for fun. So when did you, obviously, because I want you to talk about the military album that you was a part of first.
Yeah.
But how did you ended up? Obviously, I just realized the cup you had, bro. Salute to that. I didn't even peep that. Salute to that cup real quick. Yeah. Salute to that cup. Hold on a second.
Yeah, man.
Hold on a
Shouts
second.
to my, shouts to my
We're
girlfriend.
gonna have to put this cup up real quick, just real fast. Salute to the EMPH, man, for real. And my man QG. Must be on his coffee mug.
Yeah, man. My shit, man.
Yo, listen. Before we get to talking a little bit more, I'm gonna let y'all know a secret. See this skinny ass motherfucker? He eat a lot. He ain't. Yo, my boy Knowledge is another one too. Y'all niggas would be real cool together. Yo, I'm telling you. This dude, I'm the one on the road. Like, nah, I'm not hungry. This nigga like, yo, son, we gotta go eat.
Yo, we gotta eat, man. Listen,
Yo, where
man,
we gonna eat?
gotta eat? Yo, what's up with the food? Yo, it's funny you say that. Even when I was in the Marines, yo, everybody's like, they'd be like, yo, we just ate, and then like an hour later, and I just stopped working. Like, yo, I'm starving. And they look at me like, yo, bro, we just ate. Like, bro, are you starving? I mean, I can understand you want to eat something, boy. You say you're starving. We just ate.
Like, yo, we just ate,
They're
man.
like, you just ate an hour ago. I'm like, nah, bro, I gotta eat, man. I'm hungry. I'm not working. I mean, I go ahead by yourselves. I gotta eat.
So listen, I ain't got nothing else to do. Might as well just be eating.
I gotta eat.
So again, how old were you when you first enlisted, and what made you decide to, like you said, take it to the next level and become a Marine? Because that's some real course. That's real G shit, bro.
Yeah,
So,
you know what I'm saying? Me, I was never afraid of challenges growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever people say I can't do or that can't be done, and I always felt like attracted to what people say don't do and can't do.
That's like everybody else, though, guys.
Everybody used to look at me like, you did what?
Yeah.
You drink where?
Yeah.
Why didn't you do the army? Why didn't you do blah, blah, blah?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, why not the Marines? I mean, everybody's saying that, oh, they're the worst, they're the craziest, they're the hardest, they're the blah, blah, blah.
Well,
I'm like, well, so how the fuck did the Marines become Marines?
Yeah,
Somebody
exactly.
had to go in there and do it. Why
That's
not
the
me?
truth,
Why
man.
can't
That's
I
the
do
truth.
it? You know what I'm saying? So that was always my attitude towards anything. Like, I can do anything, I want to do.
Yeah, of course.
And but what really got me to get into the Marines was, I was in high school. I was, a high school ball player.
All right.
And me being the type of guy I am, I like to shoot for the top.
Yeah,
So you know what I'm
of
saying?
course.
So I started applying for like the top schools,
Top
like
schools.
like Duke University,
Yeah, of course.
Chapel Hill.
Well, how tall were you?
6'6".
6'6". He tall. He played ball. You understand?
You know what I'm saying? I started applying for like the top schools, and they wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, accepting me. And I'm like, I got a 3.5 GPA out of high school.
Look at that.
And you know what I'm saying, y'all, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like I got the academics.
I got the academics, and I'm an athlete. Like, yo, playing,
right
like,
here.
yo, what's up? Like, y'all, like, come on, like, y'all don't see this? Like, what's good?
Student athlete right here.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what's good? And it was one of those things for me. Like, listen, man. I mean, if I can get the schools I want, I'm not going, you know, like stay in the neighborhood, because you know, my boys was already, you know what I'm saying, like taking the wrong path, and I was hanging out with my peoples. You know, I had my boys getting locked up.
Yeah, of course.
Boy, you know what I'm saying, my homies getting deported back to Haiti. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot going on.
It was a lot going on still.
And I was like, I'm not going to do the community college thing. That's going to be just hanging around the same people. That's
you're right.
That's like 13th grade we used to call it.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's true though, because you're not necessarily leaving the area.
Right, you're not leaving the area, you're not leaving the influence, you're not leaving anything. It's just a continuation of, and it was going to be a matter of time before I get caught up in certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know me, I'm a loyal dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, like busting guns, my
peoples. You know what I'm saying? If my peoples get into something and I'm dead, and then we all get into it. You know, so it's gonna be a matter of time. And I was like, I'm not gonna stay, you know, like stay in the neighborhood. So like shit, I joined the military. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if I can get to the school I want, I'm gonna join the military. And I went, applied, and right before I went in, I got a letter from University of Maryland, Eastern Shore, saying they accepted me. And I had already signed up, and I told my recruiter, like, hey, listen, man, I think we'll have to scratch that.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, look, I mean, you can still go in and do both. You can still go to college. And still, you know, so you could do, you know, some time in the Marines and then, you know, then jump in the reserves.
Yeah.
So the thing about the military is that they have all different kinds of contracts. You know, like everybody would do an 8-year contract.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But you will do some active years.
Some active years, some inactive years, and that gives you some time to go to school.
Exactly, and they can split that for you so many ways. You could do a 4x4 or 4 actives and 4 inactives. You can do a 6x2.
Yeah,
or you can do a 2x6.
Can you do a 2x6?
Right. And
can you do a 2x2, or you got to have a certain amount, certain numbers running?
Right. I mean, it's gonna be 8 total.
Yeah.
You know,
so, but they got some of them got to run though, like consecutive.
Right.
If you do the first 2, then you got to run that 6 afterwards.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, so if I get to do both, I mean, I was already, you know, my mindset was already,
of course.
Like, I'm going to do this regardless. I'm like, if I get to do both, I'm like, I mean, why not?
Yeah, why not?
You know what I'm saying?
So did you get a chance to do the school thing though? Did you get a chance to still?
Oh hell yeah.
Rock and roll with that a little bit.
I rocked and roll with that, and went to college, and I had to try out because that's not the school I really applied for.
Yeah, of course.
And they accepted me, and I went to try out. Made the team, you know what I'm saying, right away.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You know what I mean?
That I know. See, I just got a little tidbit. You know, because I ain't chopping, you know, it's my brother.
You know
we had different conversations.
Made the team, you know what I'm saying, made the team my first year. But the thing that happened, though, I didn't have enough credits because, you know, I came from Haiti when I was 15. And the NCAA, they want your school records for like the last 4 years. You know what I'm saying? From 12th grade up to 9th grade. In 9th grade, I was in Haiti.
You were still in Haiti.
Some of those, you know, like,
those records.
Records didn't transfer properly, and I didn't have enough credits to play, so I had to redshirt. You know, and the following year came, you know, started playing and everything, and I hurt my ankle. You know what I'm saying? So that was like the end of the road for my basketball
career and all of that.
You know what I mean? And I had the Marines and I had music left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing with music. It's like, I mean, nobody can tell me I'm too old to make records. You can't tell me I'm too old to make beats.
But we can. They do now, but we can still fight it. We can still fight it.
NCAA can say I'm too old to play college ball. You know what I'm saying? NBA can say I'm too old to do anything. But you know what I'm saying? But my music is my music. You know what I'm saying? I dictate, you know what I mean, what I do when I do it. So, and you know, I just kept on with that. I kept making my beats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even when I was, you know, in the Marines, we in boot camp. We, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all figured out something, right?
We in boot camp, man. Listen, man, we in boot camp. I'm linking up with people from all over the country. And they all rap. I mean, a lot of them rap, so we out there battling each other. You know what I'm saying? I had,
the military album that came up, how did that come about? Like, was it because there was a bunch of y'all already doing it?
Nah.
Or was it something already that the military did and y'all was like, yo, let's do this?
The way it came about, the story behind that is, you know, like right after the war, like right after people went to Iraq and stuff like that, you know, people started coming back from the war, and there's this army army captain that came back, and he had those friends out there, and he was into music, and you know, and he
So he wanted to do like a memorial.
Right, he wanted to do a memorial, and he said one thing that he noticed when he was out there, it's like everybody in their downtime had something to do, and you know, and you'd be surprised what people do in their downtime, and everybody had one thing in common, it was music. Like you had people pull out their guitar and play something, people rapping, people freestyling. So his idea was he's gonna put, you know, a compilation album in 3 genres. He's gonna do a hip hop compilation, it's gonna do a rock compilation, and he did a country compilation. Give everybody a chance. And he started, you know what I'm saying, he came back and he started, like, I guess, you know, like blasting emails, trying to, you know what I mean, like getting songs from people.
Yeah, people get songs.
Right, you know, so by the time I found out about that, I submitted my song. It was already too late. They loved the song, but you know,
But it was too late for the deadline. Yeah, you missed the deadline.
And then they did a volume 2 the following year, and they actually reached up to me and like, yo, can we still use this song for volume 2? And I was like, actually, you know what? I just recorded a new song.
Yeah, would you like,
you know, what I'm saying?
that?
Yeah, that, you know what I mean? That kind of touches more on that, and that's the song. It's called "What I Carry." 2 Guns.
You know, I know that's my
track.
record.
You know that track. So I was like, yo, I just got this track done. It's called "What I Carry 2 Guns," and it touches on my military experience. It's like, yeah, I'd like to hear it. Send it, and reply back ASAP like, yo, we love the song. We're gonna give you spot number 10. Blah 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 blah. And boom, and that's how I made it. And then, as they doing that, you know, from the volume 1s, it started catching on fire. People started like
people started paying attention to it.
So they were waiting for volume 2.
Yeah.
So by the time volume 2 was coming out, as they were about to put it out, like Universal reached out to them. Universal Records reached out and kind of, you know, try to give them a distribution deal. You know, so I got on that, and you know, and that kind of opened up my eyes into a lot of things, you know, with music.
That made you want to make this as
exactly as a career, and then I had to get a lot of business stuff in line, like, you know, like your ASCAP, your Sound Exchange, because you know, because you're gonna get money off of that, and I had to sign a contract for the track. You know what I'm saying? All of that, and it kind of opened up my eyes.
It made you realize, like, yo, listen, it ain't just about making music.
Just about making music.
Yeah, you gotta put some stuff together.
You know what I'm saying? And we did that, and they put the record out. They put those volumes 2 out, and it was sold in like.
Now, did you listen to the album itself, or or you just I'm gonna listen to track 10?
No, I listened to the whole joint.
And you enjoyed it? It was good.
I enjoyed it. It's like you get to hear like people from like different parts of the country.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I mean, and the cool thing about it was, you had people that was anti-war, people that was pro-war, and people that was like
so that's kind of.
So you had a lot of people from like different branches, different branches on the one CD, and some people who felt like we shouldn't be at war. Some people who felt like very super patriotic, like, we're gonna kick Saddam's ass. You know what I'm saying? You got people that were like,
like, we're hurting people, guys. Like, it's not, we're not just, we're trying to do the best thing, but a lot of times things are.
So it was exactly. So it was more about the music itself and people expressing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because, and one thing too was that, like, during that time around that war, like, I mean, you look in the media, everybody has something to say, but the people in uniform that's actually fighting, no, we didn't have a voice.
At that point,
the music was our voice, and that's how that whole project really caught a lot of attention. And, you know, the label was getting, you know, like, interviews left and right.
That's kind of cool, though, because of the fact that, you know, how, like you said, not only it was all people that was a part of this, they were all military people, but at the same time, it wasn't just a whole pro-military album. It was just giving you, people, you guys, an opportunity to express yourselves still.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I mean, you had people that was in the military that felt like we had no business being in Iraq. You know what I'm saying? And we had, you know, it was mixed feelings. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
So Van and Fan is in there, said, hey. Hi,
hey.
How you doing?
What up, what up?
I hope I'm crunching you down, and then not too much. This is my boy Quiet Guns.
Say
salute.
Hi. It was good.
Yeah, bro. That's also what's cool because we're also on Twitch TV. You know what I'm saying? Twitch TV / Be Terrific. Y'all can tune in on that. Y'all can check us on.
Live.
Yeah, y'all can definitely check us on Be Terrific on Facebook as well. I got my homie Quiet Guns in the building. I met him in Miami a couple years ago, man. I talked about his tight shirt.
I give Bigger Sass
I give Bigger Sass a little shirt. You know what I'm saying? But it was still
that's
all
all
good,
I had
man.
left because everybody grabbing all the sizes and you know, and
but
I'm like, oh,
it
yo,
was
homie,
still up.
I only got a
ain't even
medium.
trying to fry. I'll show you it after that. But I still got your keychain too, my
Yo,
dude.
I appreciate that, man. It was so many people that had this keychain. Yo, my homie, Cuzzo Sosay.
Yeah, that's
had
my
that
dude.
keychain too. I remember I went up into him in Philly at a show we were doing, and I forgot it was him, and I remember his face, and I'm like, where do I know this dude from?
Yeah.
And then, you know, and we said, you know, we give Dap said what up, and he pulled out the keychain like, yo, you give me this in Miami. That's why me and him always been cool since, like, you know, like,
yeah. Nah, but it's true. It's true. It's like that was the whole thing. Like when we first met, it was just nonchalant and it was real. Like that's the whole, like, and that's what, you know, people got to realize. Like, definitely different backgrounds, different things, but you know, music, man. Music still was that main thing that made us, you know, sit there and go, yeah, man, we can definitely do this, man.
Absolutely.
So you got a project, you got a record that you got out now.
Yeah, it's called Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
And
produced by M80 on
produced
the
by
beats.
M80.
Shouts to M80.
Salute to M80. That's my brother as well. He in Miami now. You know what I'm saying? He down there in Miami doing his thing. And you also worked on another record before with the Heatmakers.
Yes, it's called Stay Alive.
Stay Alive,
I produced
man.
the record, and then you know, I went to record it with the Heatmakers. You know, I had them engineer it and record
break it down.
And, you know, they liked the record, and you know, and I had asked them like, look, from a producer standpoint, I mean, you guys are Grammy, you guys are Grammy producers.
What's it missing?
And from a producer standpoint, like, what is it missing? Like, if you had to do this beat, and you have to sell it to, you know, like a Jay-Z or one of those big artists that you guys work with, like, what would you put to make sure they buy that beat from you? And like, all right, Guns, I'll be honest with you, like, this needs to sound harder, this needs to, you know, be lower a little bit, you need to pin this to the right, pin that to the left, you need to add this, you know what I'm saying, you're missing
That's
this
cool, because you got a chance to pick their brains a little bit.
I picked their brains, and you know what I'm saying, and we did that. I'm like, you know what, cool, so I'm gonna do 2 versions of the track. I did my original version, and I'm gonna do a Heatmakers version. And you know, we sat down, talked business, and they invited me back. And we sat down, and they just pulled out the guitars, pulled out the instruments, and we rapped out for like 5 hours.
Niggas did a jam session, man.
That's
dope, man. That's dope, man.
I was like amazed, like, yo, these dudes work so fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I mean, like, I do this myself, and I'm thinking I'm the man. Like,
of course, you see,
you know what I'm saying? But these guys, man, they sit down. It's like whatever you ask them, brrr, like right away, like brrr, like we need this and that, brrr. Like it's like they can just tap the keyboard and it just pops up.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, I met this dude one time a couple years ago, man, and I literally sat there and watched this kid make a beat while he smoked a cigarette. When the cigarette was done, the beat was done.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, I've been in that predicament too. Like, yo.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn.
You see some talented people though when you get a chance to work with them.
I mean, you know, I may have beats. I'm a producer, but I got a lot of catching up to do if I want to sit next to these guys.
He's like, well, that's why you motherfuckers is Grammy nominated.
I'm like, that's why they give y'all niggas a fucking Grammy nomination.
He said, this is why you guys get the big bucks.
You know,
that's a fact though, man. That's crazy,
you know,
man.
Salute to you know, Il Wayno and Arsonist.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Il Wayno just he actually did a lot of the soundtrack on this Netflix joint that came out called Rapture.
Oh man, definitely.
Yeah, it's funny. I was watching it and I was almost falling asleep because it was late when it first came out.
Yeah.
And I saw his name pop. I'm like, yo, is that the Il Wayno I know?
I'm
like, I work with this dude.
It's like, I know this dude.
And then the next day I go on Instagram and he's posting about it. I'm like,
I'm like,
I felt good. I felt good. I'm like, you know what? You know, like to actually work with, you know, certain people and, you know, and see them keep working and, you know, 2 years later.
Still putting stuff together, man. Still putting stuff together. You know and not, you know, because see the Hitmakers, they're a little bit, you know, we're a little older. So they for a little bit for my generation as producer, and you know we knew them as being dope, and you know the fact that they still out there, still working, still putting stuff together. Like so that's kind of that's kind of cool. Like what you were saying before, there's not really no age.
Yeah, they solidify it. They solidify their sound. You know what I mean? You know, it's like when you go to you want some West Coast beats, you used to go to Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you want a New York sound, you come to the Heatmakers.
You go to the Heatmakers, man, for sure, man. Them guys are definitely dope, man. They definitely dope. And like I said, growing up, hearing them, they made so many classic records too. So just you getting a chance to sit there and chop it up with them, that had to be just cool all together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah, it was. It really was. It really was. And, you know, and the networking part, you know what I mean? They made me feel at home, like, yo, Guns, listen, man, you know, come back anytime. You know, drop by anytime, say what's up. Don't, you know, be a stranger.
See, it's funny though, because when you end up meeting certain people like that, you have a perception of like, hey, these guys might be dicks. You know, they might be douchebags. They might not be cool. But then you get a chance to chop it up with them and like, yo, these guys are mad down to earth, B.
They really are. They really are. You know what I'm saying? They really are.
That's crazy, man.
Shouts to the Heatmakers, man.
Yeah, man. So salute to the Heatmakers, man. If you out there, go get that everything. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely out there. You know what I'm saying? And it's a dope record. I got a chance to, you know what I'm saying, to see you perform it a couple times and shit like that. And what was the inspiration behind it? I know personally, but let them know a little bit about the inspiration behind everything. Why you named it everything and what was going on?
I named it everything because, you know, I always give everything to everything I do, and also, you know, me being, you know, former Marine and, you know, military music, quite guns, and I'm always talking about guns in all my songs, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to show people that, you know, hey, listen, I can get flashy, I can get flower, you know what I'm saying, on a record too, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm an artist, I'm not, see, because you want to let people know that you like, that you still structured your music along the same lines, but you're still an artist.
I'm still an artist. I can, you know what I mean? I can take this anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I need to take it at the end of the day. And you know, and you know, the hook goes, you know, I pray God give me everything, everything. Being broke, scary thing. Where I'm from, struggle never ends, never ends. So I want my name on everything.
Yeah,
you know
everything.
What I mean?
Yeah,
so it also kind of like touch on my background. You know, coming from where I come from. You know, coming from the bottom of the bottom. And to be where I'm at today, you know what I'm saying, traveling the country, meeting certain people, and, you know what I mean, doing certain things, you know what I'm saying, to me, that in itself is a blessing, you know what I'm saying, because when I go back to Haiti, you know what I'm saying, like, that's where I come from, but sometimes you get to forget, you know what I mean, not forget where you come from, but you're not physically there, you know what I mean,
and you go back, you don't get a chance to see
and it
everything.
humbles you back down, like, you see people, you know, like, how people still living, and how things are still going, and people are still happy. That's the life they know.
You see, and that's the thing that people don't. That's what I wanted to basically touch on. That's what a lot of people don't see. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get 9 times out of 10, there's a lot of stuff. Like, there was a lot of stuff that I could have talked about today that I chose not to. There was a lot of negative stuff that happened today. There was a school shooting. There was I just found out that there was a Playboy model who jumped off a building with her son, bro. Crazy, like, it was so much stuff that I was like, I don't want to focus on that negativity. I feel you, man.
It's been a weird. I've been telling everybody it's been a weird year.
Yeah, man. So I've been trying to stay away from that. So at least people need to realize
a lot of lives. So I wish everybody, you know, safe. You know, be safe out there.
And positive energy, man. There's a lot of negative energy out there, man.
You know what,
keep
man?
putting that out.
Once it's over, it's over. You know, coming back. You know, enjoy life while you have it, man. Like, you know, like
that's a fact. Spoken like a true former Marine, man. Because him himself, he had people he went out there with that didn't come back. You know what I'm saying? And those people gave that sacrifice, regardless of how you want to paint it out. They put up that sacrifice for that.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And the crazy thing is, you know, back then, I mean, I was in my early 20s when I was doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to boot camp at 19. I signed up at 18, went to boot camp at 19, and I'm losing friends that were like 22, 21. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And back then, you felt like you was grown, but looking back now, I'm like, yo, we were little kids. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even get to buy their favorite car.
They
didn't even get to do certain things in life. And you know what I'm saying? You're already fighting for, you know what I mean, giving your life away. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of like made me mature quickly, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, kind of open up your eyes around, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? And also, like, kind of like push me to, like, whatever you want to do in life, just get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to come to you. You got to go out and get it.
Well, that's the thing, though, Guns. You became, being a former Marine, you had to go through some of the hardest tests, bro. So, fuck, I know why you feel like you do anything, nigga.
Man, let me tell you,
I'm a Marine, I can do anything. Fuck it. I'm an astronaut tomorrow, motherfucker. Like, you know, I get it because, bro, like, you know.
I remember I was, you know, like, when I was doing my inactive years, you know, I still had to report to my unit, like, 1 weekend a month.
Yeah.
Because I dropped to the reserves and still go 1 weekend a month.
Yeah.
And I'd be in school, and it's like you turn the TV on every day, and all you see is 5 Marines killed in Iraq,
Yeah.
3 Army guys killed, 3 soldiers.
Yeah.
It was everyday thing.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm a Marine. You know what I'm saying? I can get called up tomorrow, and it could be my name on that screen.
You could be on that
what
screen.
I'm saying? I'm wearing that uniform right now. You know what I mean? And it was like a crazy experience. And I remember when 9/11 happened, I was in an art class.
Oh,
and
man.
I got a call from my from the unit, like
of course.
all Marines got a report this weekend, blah blah blah. I mean, nobody's getting deployed. There's no word, but everybody's on standby.
Yeah, something's going on. Something happened.
And you know who we are. This is what we do. And normally when shit like that happen, Marines are the first thing.
Yeah, first ones there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because before Congress can approve the army to go to war, it takes time, a lot of signatures, Marines don't need that. Like, you need the Marines out there tomorrow, Marines is out there tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's Marines' job. Before the war starts, they send Marines out to secure Americans' interests. You know what I'm saying? Like American businesses overseas, then we go out there to secure it. So we get the first shots and fire the first rounds. Yeah. That's why Marines are the most, the toughest and most disciplined, because we get to taste the war before anybody else.
Yeah, before anybody else. And you had to get, like I said, you had to go through war just for them to give you that approval to say, yes, you are. So we can give you this pin, like, because Guns told me a story one time about being in a pool with all his gear on and having to fight his drill sergeant in hand-to-hand combat. And he was fighting for real.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the goal was
like
to see,
fighting for real. Not like we're practicing. No, like fighting for real.
And not even that. And, like, it was, like, literally, like, 4 stages. And that was the last stage. So you're in the pool for 2 hours doing all types of... Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, first stage, you had to, like, float for, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then you had to jump with all your gear and go across. Then you had to jump with all your gear and... like switch, you know what I'm saying, the gear and, like pull out your rifle while you're underwater. Do all that underwater. By the time you come back up, you're coming back up, you know what I'm saying, ready to like pop somebody. Then you have to carry a buddy who got hurt and you got to be on your back and he's in front of you and you know what I'm saying,
you got to bring him in.
You got to bring him in. Then you have to do one where, you know what I'm saying, you just like pedaling on the water. Yeah, it was like so many steps.
You had to do all of that and then...
All of that in one, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Go to step, like stage 1, part 1, part 2, part 3. Stage 2, part 1, part 2, part 3. And then you got a stage 3 where you jumping from top of the pool. And they got an orange cone at the bottom. And you on this side, you jump down, you got to come across and pick up that cone. And then after you do all that, now you gotta survive a drill instructor. After 2 hours, you tired. And Uncle try to drown you, like yo.
Like you ain't trying to drown me, bitch.
Like, you know what I mean?
But then come on, bro. At the end of the day, it's like, I just did that, B. So putting a song together, making a beat.
I do that till I die right now. Like, come on, man. Just don't try to drown me in the pool. He said,
just don't drown me, drill sergeant. We'll make music for the whole time. No, but you see, that's what I also I respect about you, bro, because his name is Quiet Guns. As you can see, his demeanor is the same way, though. He's not, it's not very big. Like, he ain't loud like me. I've never been around him when he's angry, so I have not seen mad Quiet Guns where he probably might get a little more vocal. But
a few people got to see that.
That's what I'm saying. But this guy here this is what I've seen.
Somebody, man, like I don't even want to make it sound like I'm bragging, but listen, I've been in a situation where I have to get mad, and trust me, when I get mad, people will shut the fuck up.
Like, yo, we don't want no problem, no problem. But no, it's true. Like, you know what I'm saying. But the way you carry yourself, bro, it's always been that way. So obviously, the training and the discipline from the Marines, you know what I'm saying, carried over. But at the same time, though, now being an artist and you being out there, also having these memories and these experiences, they help you still today. You know what I'm saying? Maneuver around. Because Guns, he also does we still do a lot of music. There's still a lot of, and he also works with a lot of the older artists. So he kind of plays. I would say like security detail to make me feel like bang bang bang. You know what I'm saying? Still, but
you know what I mean? When
he kind of does that
with
with a lot of people, and he's always
you know,
he's always focused. Even when we used to go around, we'll go to a certain part and we'll be like, yo, make sure that whatever's here, make sure that who we came with, we still tight. Make sure that we still got some still going around.
Exactly. So. It's a few things that, you know, in the Marines, I remember like in some like trainings that we do, like when we go to when we go in the field, it could be a group of like 30 of us or 40. We move from A to B. It's like if the group moved from like 100 feet away, by the time we get to 100 feet, we gotta stop and count, make sure everybody's
make sure it's still 30, yeah.
Make sure we still 30, you know what I'm saying? Make sure nobody got dropped, make sure you know what I mean? Make sure something don't happen. So I always, like, for some reason, it's like, if I walk into a room, and I still count how many people's in the room automatically.
Like, you know what I mean? It's just the way it is. It's just being observant.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, there's 10 of us in here.
All right.
And before I walk out, I'll make sure there's 10 of us.
There's 10 of us, yeah.
So, you know what I mean? If it's 8, then I want to know, like, the two motherfuckers who left, what the fuck
where they left, if they good,
Well, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's people that we don't know, then, like, who's the two motherfuckers who left? You know what I'm saying? Like,
who is those motherfuckers that left here?
Or they outside waiting for us?
Are they coming back?
Or they outside trying to, like, set us up, you know what I mean? Like, it's little things like that come to my head, like, without even, like,
no, but of course, but that's the whole thing, bro. It's still, like you said, the discipline. So you're gonna that still happens. You know what I'm saying? But I can just imagine you were like Walmart and shit. And you're like, 375 motherfuckers.
I was the Walmart and do shit like that. Like, oh, there's 100 people here. Hold up. Well, it's only 99 of us right now. What the fuck?
Be like, yo. I said, God damn it, nah. You know what I'm saying? Man. But it's true though. Like, you know, the discipline and all of that. But it does play a valuable part in what you do, and you know, being with the music, because you're gonna be, you know, you like, even if it's your show or if you're at somebody else's show, it's just dealing with a bunch of people trying to keep. And then come on, we know the drunkies.
Oh man, you know, man,
you know how it is, bro. So it's just what I'm saying, like,
speaking of that, shouts to my bro Kilo, man. you know, my homie Kilo stayed
Yo, Kilo,
drunk,
I gotta get you on the show. You are in Jersey, nigga. You gotta get hit, but that's the shit. I'll tell Kilo I got to show this nigga show up at 8:45.
Man,
like,
you know, speaking of Kilo, man, actually Kilo just lost somebody too. Like one of the homies that be pulling up on us, his name's M. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's crazy.
He hit me
bro.
up this morning like, yo, Guns, man, this nigga M died last night, man.
Damn,
you know
man.
So
salute my condolences to you,
Grimes,
bro,
you know,
man.
Like, I'm always with you. You like my brother.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially because that's, you know,
we break bread, we travel together, we protect one another.
Wow, man. Kilo, yo, man. I love that dude, man. Yo, Kilo. I don't know if you're tuning in because you.
Even though, you know what I'm saying, like, I got to babysit you everywhere we go. Everywhere we go, I got to.
We got to hold him down. We got to make sure he good, because sometimes people don't realize they think he by himself and he not.
Yeah, I gotta stop enjoying myself to make sure you good type shit. Like, all right, you know what?
Let me not. Kilo, we love you, bro.
Let me not have this last Henny shot, because I know Kilo gonna have 10 more shots after this.
He gonna have 10 more Henny shots.
And we can't be both drunk again. You know,
yo, we had a lot of good times on the road, man. We gotta definitely get back to that, man. You do got some stuff coming up. We're trying to do a showdown there with Cassidy, right?
With Cassidy, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to Cassidy, man. Cassidy been showing.
He's been doing a lot of good stuff,
rest
man.
Rest in peace, AD the General.
Of course, my sis, I love you.
Word, man. And
yo, listen, I don't want to get off the subject, bro, but you know, she passed away. And then I got this gig, bro. So in my mind, she pushed that blessing through, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
and you know, I know. Listen, man. Real. I know AD is very proud of you, man. You know, me.
Oh man, you don't even know, guys. You don't even know. When I
heard you got this gig, I'm like, yo, man, this is all AD would love to see from everybody that she worked with.
I said that to myself the other day, bro.
She want to see everybody succeed. So, you know, to see you on a bigger platform, knowing that you was on her platform.
Yeah, man.
You had your own show, you know what I'm saying, on her platform, and now you know what I'm saying, you grew up to this.
Yeah, man.
You evolved
Salute,
to that.
Man. Salute to that.
I know she'd be
Hold on, man. My bad. Oh, your name is Big Sass. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is Sass? Yeah, it's Big Sass. It's short for assassin.
Assassin.
Get it? That's why the name of the show is called Scope This.
Scope this.
See?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And I got
you know,
a sniper in the building.
assassin, but the sniper in here. We're not playing like the
Not
bigger. You got the
dead
assassin
ass.
and you
There
got the
is
sniper. So if you
we're gonna say
understand-
former sniper.
If you understand the relationship between the assassin and the sniper, so he's going in to get the kill, and I'm sniping, making sure he get the kill, making sure nobody else
Making
come
sure
behind
nobody
him,
coming around.
come behind him and try to, you know what I'm saying, stop him from getting the kill. You know
So
what I mean?
Cali known, thank you very much. Yes,
Yeah,
Big
Cali.
Sass. It ain't big asses. It ain't big as sass. It ain't ass. I told him that before. I said, listen, if you say assassin, assin, then you get a pass. But that's it. That's it. That's the only way it rocks and roll, man. But at the same time though, bro, like I said, being part of the military, being hip hop, I know that, you know, you hear plenty with the whole NFL protests and people doing this stuff with the flag.
Yeah.
I don't, I know you personally have your own friends too who probably feel that that's on the side of disrespect. I know you personally might not feel that way, but you also understand from both sides of the field.
I understand both sides.
You know, and that's what that's what I love about you. The fact,
I understand both sides. You know, like I'm comfortable putting myself in everybody's shoes and understand why people think the way they think and why they react the way they react. You know, a lot of people give their lives for the flag.
Of
they're
course.
very pro-patriotic and they feel like you're disrespecting the flag. Okay, I understand that.
Yeah.
And on the same token, the guy who took the knee down, he's protesting for something that needs to be addressed. And he wants to bring attention to that, and I understand that. But at the end of the day, me as somebody who served in the military, you know what? That's his right. You know what I'm saying? We fought for that right. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
he
That's
has the
what-
right of self-expression. And, you know, and one thing people don't realize is that, you know, like me coming from Haiti, coming from a third world country, and being, you know, like, living in America, the richest country in the world, I get to see, you know, like the best of both worlds kind of thing. And America is like one of the only countries where you can say "fuck America" and burn the flag, and you don't get arrested. you don't get killed for it.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
Why? Because
in
you have
other
that
places, it's much more serious,
you know,
guys.
it's serious. You have that right, and you know, and we'll protect that right. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want, say whatever you want to say. You have that right. So
You
he
have
took
that
a knee.
right.
He didn't salute the flag. He has that right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't. You know what I mean? Like we.
And it wasn't,
me-
and like he said, it wasn't necessarily to be that we're not
Disrespectful.
saluting the
Right.
flag, you know. But people still see it that way because it's happening during
Yeah.
the ceremony. But at the
Right,
same
right,
time,
right.
like you said,
That's his
people
right.
fought for this country for us to have a right, for us
right.
to have
Exactly.
the freedom of speech that we have, for us to have this thing that we call the Constitution that we
Yeah.
supposedly hold so high. That's what, you know, so I understand, like that's why I wanted to bring it up with you, because
definitely.
you know,
So,
that's how people, you know, you have to my brother has been on both
I've been on
or
both,
three
both.
sids of the spectrum, to be honest.
I've been on every
'Cause
side,
he-
and I can,
you
and I
know,
can
he
relate to
and
every
he can
side.
relate.
You know what I'm saying? I can relate to every side.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and he
Like-
can understand, and that's
like,
why you have to
if
realize,
somebody
like,
who was in the Marines with me, who fought with me, could have died with me, he died for me, killed for me, and all of that.
Yeah.
I feel like, oh, this guy's a jerk. He's disrespecting the flag. He don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like how many Thanksgiving I missed, been overseas with my family, how many Christmas I missed with my kids.
And that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? I can understand how
But
you
at the
feel.
same time, it's your right to also feel that way
Exactly,
too.
Exactly. And if this guy feel like, listen, I'm African American, I've been discriminated against my whole life, and I will still get discriminated against, you know, like police brutality, this and that, and me as, as a Haitian American, you know what I'm saying, and part of that race, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like even me, a few times I got pulled over, and when I really had no right, there was no reasons to pull me over.
Yeah.
And then by the time, you know, like, and when I show, you know, the cops that, you know, hey, I was a Marine, you know what I'm saying, and they just started apologizing, and I'm like, well, I was in LA.
Yeah, good
First
one.
time I went to LA, right?
Good one.
And you know, I'm a hip hop head.
Yeah.
I'm in LA for the first time. I gotta go to Compton.
Yeah,
You know
I gotta
what I'm
go to
saying?
Compton, son. I gotta
Dr.
go to
Dre,
Compton.
from, you know what I'm saying? You hear Snoop, Dr.
You
Dre.
see,
I go to
that's
Compton,
real,
I go to
though, that's real.
LBC, I go to Long Beach. You know, like
Yeah,
whatever I hear
yeah,
from
yeah.
hip hop, I want to see for myself.
Yeah.
So midnight, I'm in a fucking Dodge Charger.
Yeah.
I'm driving through Compton by myself.
By yourself.
and then the cop behind me following me the whole time for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Every turn I make to try to like, you know, like
But they
like
don't
lose
know.
him.
They following the sniper. He had already
Yeah,
peeked
you know,
him.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, I know he's gonna pull me over, but you just
Yeah,
don't, you just
it
don't
was
have a
only a matter of
reason
time.
yet.
It
So
was
he
just a matter
finally
of
did
time.
it. So he finally did it.
Yeah.
Then he came to me, you know, yo, the first question out of his mouth was, "Are you on parole?" And that shit took me off guard.
Because you're like, what?
And I'm like, wait.
No.
I'm like, what? He's like, "Are you on probation?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "For what?" It's like, I don't know. It's just a question. I'm like, hold up. Well, what makes
You didn't even ask my name.
Yeah, I'm like, what makes me look like a felon? I mean, why would you think I'm on parole?
Yeah.
All it's just regular routine questions we ask. You know what I mean? You know, this is a dangerous part of the neighborhood. And I'm like, well, it's still a neighborhood. People live here. I mean, you know, I'm sure there's righteous people that live here.
Yeah. Not everyone.
And
That,
it's like, no, you know, it's just routine questions. Let me see your license registration. I'm like, okay.
Boom.
Well, it's a rental car, or here's the fucking
receipt.
And it's my license, and here's my military ID.
Yeah.
So when he pulled up military ID, now he's like, oh, you know what, thank you for your service, I'm sorry, blah, blah, but you know, this is a bad neighborhood, I just want to make sure you're safe. I'm like, come on, man, just give me my shit back. Come on, like, I don't want to hear shit you gotta say, man. You assume that, okay, black guy,
black
midnight,
guy, nice
in
car,
Compton,
you know.
nice car. Yeah, he must be selling drugs. He must
Yeah.
be gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? When I'm trying to connect with my hip hop,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Heritage.
I'm just trying
to connect the
I'm trying
dots.
to
You know
connect
what I'm
with
saying?
the gangbangers, though, B.
I'm an East Coast nigga. You know, I'm a Haitian nigga, East Coast nigga. First time in Cali. Like, there's a lot of history I need to check on, man. Like, let me have my history lessons. Like, let me connect. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying though, Guns, maybe next time do it in the daytime, bro. I'm just saying.
You gotta do it in the
roll
daytime,
through Compton at midnight,
right?
You know,
like I'm like, yeah, you probably think I was trying to do a
they
drive by.
You have a red hat or a blue hat. They probably thought it was different. I'm just saying. Because listen, it was the same thing. It was the same thing for me when I went to California. Yeah. I wasn't in LA, but I was in San Diego, and I heard about the Crip neighborhood down there. So I wanted to go see it too. Like yo, yo, listen, we in the hood. Yo, listen, cause I'm like, cause see, I'm from Brownsville, y'all. Like that's like the hood. Like
bro.
so, and when you go to your hood, you think your hood is the worst hood ever. So in your mind, I go anywhere, B. And
you know what? And I feel the same way coming from Haiti. I'm like, listen, exactly. I'm doing this hood, that hood, that hood. I'm like, I want to go see.
I came from the
I'm like, I come from Haiti, man. Like, listen, man, I got a pass to go everywhere, nigga. I got a pass to go to any hood, man. Like, come on,
I don't know why. I don't know why. I guess it's just something with us that people that come from rougher neighborhoods, because it's the same way.
We feel like
when I went to Chicago, everybody, yo, you gonna get a vest? What? I said, nah, man, I'm good everywhere I go, but at the same time, don't get me wrong, you have to realize where you at, what's going on, and just surroundings. Me, being a kid from the East Coast, not paying attention to where I'm in a Crip neighborhood with a gray and red sweatsuit on, bro. Mind you, I know one of the dudes, cause I met him out there, and that's why I'm out there, cause I'm with him, and he's one of the head guys. They respect him out there. So I'm outside. This is when I smoke, because I don't really smoke cigarettes no more. But this is when I smoked. I was outside smoking cigarettes in front of the house. And he comes out the crib and comes to me. He goes, he's on the phone. And on the phone, he just looks around. He goes, oh, no, homie, good. He good. And I'm like, and I didn't pay no mind. I'm like,
you think it was about you.
So later on, he come and tell me, yo, bro, like, I know you from the East Coast. We know you're a rapper, but you gotta be easy with what you wear around here, because those guys, my homie was across the street. They was getting ready to come over there and press you, not ask you. They was gonna come get ready to bang, because you are in the neighborhood wearing this cut, and you're in front of one of our, we thinking this drama. So when he broke that down, I was like, yo, tell him I said I'm sorry. You gotta realize where you at sometimes. You just gotta realize where you at sometimes.
I had a fitted hat on. What had I had on? It was a Pirates hat. It was black and black.
Black and gold hat.
And some dude from I think he was from Long Beach. I was in Inglewood.
Yeah.
And he from Long Beach was like, yo, where you from? Where you from, cuz?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm from New York. He's like, oh. I asked because I saw you, you know what I'm saying, with the black and gold colors. I thought you was from my hood. I'm like, where you from? He's like, I'm from Long Beach, LBC. I'm like, oh, all right, so that's your color. All right, oh, you just thought me something new, bro.
Yeah.
You know
You
what I'm
see?
saying?
No, but you see, it's cool because, like I said, in Chi-Town is different. They do the same thing. Like, you know, their hats turn a certain way, but you can't wear Yankee fitted. Don't do it. I don't care.
I tell you, I had a
But
Yankee
I'm like,
fitted.
come on, bro. You tell me I can't rep where I'm from, yo.
I was in Chicago. I was in Chicago with Cassidy. You know, and so he introduced me to some of the Rough Riders out there.
Yeah.
We went to this club called Red Diamonds. Had a great show out there. I opened up for him.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? We chilling, and before we left the club, you know my hat.
Yeah.
Like, I always have my hat like
to the tilt. My son has his shit to the tilt, to the side. Oh, that's a fact.
And one of the Rough Riders was like, yo, Guns, man, listen, man, I know you're from the East Coast, you're from New York and everything, but you do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's some of the, I think it was the GDs or something.
Yeah, son, don't do it.
It was like, nah, man, you know what I'm saying? So, like some knuckleheads might see you and thinking, you know what I'm saying, you put this gang and that gang, and they come impress you. And blah, blah, blah. I was like, you know what? Since you politely asked me, you doing that, trying to look out for me, you know what I mean? Let me do that. But I like my hat like this, but you know what? I don't respect, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you putting me on, so let me.
Guns. Okay, he asked for weed. He come from there.
And I would like
so
somebody.
He like what? Y'all niggas ready?
I would like somebody to come impress me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so we can have a chit chat.
That's the whole thing. Like, yeah. Oh, you old? Or you want me to? Oh, you want to step outside? All right, let's do that. Nah. I got you, man. That's just crazy. Yeah, I can just see guys like. All right, man, you know what? I'm going to fix this hat. Yeah. But I want you to know, I ain't trying to talk shit, but I would have whooped everybody ass in this motherfucker.
Oh, man.
Man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah,
but look, man, we coming towards the end of the show. Guns, I want you to, give any shout outs or if anybody that you want to really speak to,
Yeah, man,
give a good word out. Obviously, shout out Haiti today for Flag Day, you know what I'm saying?
Man, shouts to all my Haitians, you know what I'm saying? All my Zoes out there, man, you know what I mean? I'm going to Florida, you know what I mean? June 22nd. I'm trying to make it, Guns. Yo, Guns, listen, I'm trying to make it, but I got a show here on the 18th. That I got to do. So I don't know. I'm going to try my best to make it, man, because, listen. I need you out there, man. We're going to have a...
When y'all first posted it up, you knew I got a little tight, because I'm like, yo, it's before birthday, y'all niggas is fucking shit up. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to. Yeah, but I didn't want to be the sourpuss and be like So I was like, you know what? We're gonna try to make it out there.
You know, we just try to keep the tradition going.
Yeah, man.
That's what we do.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Every year for a birthday, we go to
Florida. We went down to Miami. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I told everybody. You know, a lot of people was feeling some kind of way, and I try to explain to everybody, look, man, listen. I don't know about y'all, but to me, this is personal. Like, I met AD in Miami. Yeah. And since then, for the next 5 years,
we've been rolling around deep.
It became like a tradition.
Yeah, tradition. That's why I want to go, because I've missed a couple of trips.
And I'm like, motherfuckers. I'm like, before the year started, I start booking my flights ahead of time, because I know if there's one place that I'm gonna be every year, it's gonna be there. So I start looking for the cheapest flights way ahead of time. And I'm like, this year, I'm like, if I'm not in Miami, if I'm not in Florida this year, I'm not gonna feel right with myself. And I was like, you know what, man? I don't care if I just go to Miami alone and I sleep on the beach and get drunk by myself.
That's what I'm saying.
I will be in Miami. I will be in Florida.
I definitely want to make it out there because of that. You know like, that's my same thing. Like, even if I gotta be out there, it's just one day. Well, fuck it. Or a day or two. Nothing crazy. I want to make it out because I know that it's it's a different thing. It's not just we going out there to just chill.
Let me not be selfish and just, you know what I'm saying, go out there by myself on some, let me make this a, kind of like a party. Let me build this house so everybody can come. Everybody will feel the same way about AD's birthday, can have somewhere to go for that weekend. Yeah. And now we shout out to some of our partners down in Florida that we always connect with. Shout out to Vibes in Tampa.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We shout out to J Remedy, who also are partners from PA. He wanted to partner up for that. Shout out to Socrates out in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? Who was also AD the General.
Salute to my man Sock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I reached out to them like, yo, listen, man, this is my plan. This is what I'd like to do. And if y'all with me, you know what I'm saying, hey, then let's build this house so everybody can have a place to go for AD birthday.
Exactly.
And, you know what I'm saying? We all, and we decided to do that. And we decided to bring the homie Cassidy to headline it, to get, you know, and you know, and one thing too is that, you know, we've done so many shows with Cass, me and AD, over the years, like 2.5, almost 3 years, that he actually helped us elevate the movement to a bigger platform. Because after we started booking them, you know, a lot of people started reaching out to us to bring, yo, can you bring me Cass? Can you bring me Cass? So I felt like it was right, you know what I'm saying, to have him
come through and do the performance.
You know and do that. Because, you know, because he helped us out a lot too. It was like a vice versa thing.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. And that's the whole thing. And the fact that he's even want to be a part of it too is still dope. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's...
And, you know, and I want to give him a big shout out too, because after, you know, I mean, me and him sat down, you know what I'm saying?
Salute to Cassidy.
We sat down, we spoke, we saw eye to eye, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was love and respect, mutual respect. And, you know what I'm saying, he invited me to his, you know, next show, invited me to his, you know, a video that he shot.
Man, that's dope.
I ended up getting a cameo with Jadakiss and Lil Season.
Hey, no doubt.
Then, you know, following week, he invited me to a Snoop Dogg party. Got to meet an icon. So, you know, he's been showing a lot of love, and I can, you know, be, you know, nothing but appreciative.
Yeah,
to
man,
get
definitely.
That kind of love and respect from a legend in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, much
that's
love to
dope,
him.
man. That's dope. So, yeah, definitely salute to Cassidy, man. He's out there doing his thing.
You know, salutes to Cass, salutes to Vado, salutes to
I'm
Fred the God.
First time viewer of the show. How you doing, first time viewer? The one-erd?
You know.
What this show is about? Well, the show's basically about everything. It's basically a show about like barbershop. Obviously, it's more like barbershop banter because we get a chance to chop it up about a bunch of different stuff. Sometimes something might be serious, sometimes it might not be. So that's how basically the show is going to go when it comes. At the end of the day, that's how we're going to try to keep the show going. And, you know, every week I'm going to try to chop it up with different guests, have different people talking, and we talk about everything. Yeah. You can also suggest to us every week if you guys want something else to talk about, something you want to hear me talk about. You can also suggest it as well. A couple weeks ago, I got trolled, and they said lemons or limes. So when I came back the next week, we spoke about lemons and limes. So, you know, that's how it's basically the show.
Oh, man.
The homie that's in the building is Quiet Guns. We actually getting ready to get up out of here, though. But a lot of love to my brother, man, former Marine, dope-ass hip-hop artist. Go get everything, because it's out there. You know what I'm saying? And, Guns, again, thank you so much for making it through, man. I greatly appreciate it. Salute the Haitian Flag Day at the same time. We got a chance to represent. There you go, put it up. This is my bro, man. I love this dude, man. He's a real guy. If you want to know anything about him, follow him on @QuietGuns at everything.
Word, man. Quiet Guns, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Look, bro, he said, dang, you got an epic name, bro.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Salute, man. Listen, it ain't just Quiet Guns for no reason. My man's an ex-sniper. Sniper. You know those bullets is quiet, baby. You already know what it is. This is Scope This with Biggest Ass, man. Yo, the one-erd, man, please come tune in next week so you can see a little bit more how the show goes, man. This is actually episode 4. If you want to catch up on any other old episodes, you can go to Be Terrific on Facebook. You can also catch us on Twitch TV/Be Terrific. And also you can go to the website www.beterrific.com to catch any of the old episodes, man.
No, you're
not shooting no blanks, baby. No.
Not shooting blanks out
here. Definitely not. My man be on point, on target, man. You already know what it is. This is Scope This with your boy Biggest Ass, man. I'll be back next week. New guests, new topics. Y'all already know what it is, man. Salute. Everything is all good and gravy here at Be Terrific. Y'all already know what it is. Peace. Y'all be good, man. I'll see you guys next week.